Okay, raise your hand if you've ever walked into someone's house, a bar, or a restaurant and seen a deer head or a moose head. A large majority of the class. Okay, this is called trophy hunting, the process of hunting and killing innocent wild animals with the intent to keep part of the animal, like the head, the hide, or the antlers. Now, as I tell my boyfriend who hunts, I could never kill and eat the thing that frolics through my yard in the morning, to which he usually responds, it was frolicking through my yard until I shot it. But that's besides the point. Now, opponents may argue that trophy hunting can lower and control the population of the animals being hunted. However, this perspective fails to see the negative aspects, which is why today we'll talk about the morals of trophy hunting, the legality in Iowa and Africa, and the environmental arguments. Now, getting started into the morals, trophy hunting can be seen as immoral because it involves the killing of sentient beings for recreation or a memento, and people can argue that it is an unjustifiable act of cruelty and a display of power. Now, trophy hunting has led to other cruel practices, such as canned hunting. Born for USA wrote, "Canned hunts are private or commercial trophy hunts in which animals are raised and released into a confined area to be hunted." Now, hunters pay ranch operators for a guaranteed successful hunt of animals who have been caged, lured, or drugged before they are killed. Born for USA also wrote, "The canned industry has, in turn, led to the development of captive breeding of wild animals solely to be used in hunts." Trophy hunting and canned hunting is a practice all across the world, including the U.S., which has over 1,000 factories or facilities, mostly in Texas, and there's one up in Iowa. But they all contain animals who are being kept there solely to just be killed. Now that we've talked about the morals, let's get into the legality. We're going to talk about the Iowa laws of deer hunting and the Africa laws. Now, trophy hunting in Iowa does not require any specific laws, but they still have to follow laws of regular hunting. Such laws include any person 16 or older must have a valid hunting license, which prohibits the killing of does and fawns, especially does with fawns. Hunting only during designated seasons and not during breeding seasons, which usually take place in October. Antler point rules and shot timing rules, which include half an hour before sunset and half an hour after sunset. Avulo Safaris wrote, "South Africa's hunting laws are governed by national and provincial regulations, and each province has its own legislations that align with NEMBA." Now let's get into the South Africa laws. Avulo Safaris also wrote, "Hunting, transport, and sites permits. Trophy hunting in Africa is prohibited at night with artificial lights. No automatic or semi-automatic weapons will be used. You cannot hunt from your vehicle. There are no forms of baiting. Species and seasonal regulations. Professional hunters and outfitters must be licensed. Firearm and ammunition regulations. And export and conservative laws. And no poaching." Now that we've talked about the legality in Iowa and Africa, we will get into the environmental aspects. Trophy hunting can harm populations by targeting superior animals, which is a significant cause of mortality for species, leading to population declines, disrupted social structures, and genetic harm. Lions can be considered the most highly hunted animal in Africa, with 11,000 lion trophies from 2004 to 2013. And the big five species, which are lions, elephants, leopards, rhinoceroses, and buffalo, 10,000 elephant trophies and more than 10,000 leopard trophies. Of the big five animals, lions declined by 90%. That's supposed to say elephants declined by 90%, and no other data is available. So today we talked about the morals of trophy hunting, the legality in Iowa and Africa, and the environmental arguments. Now I hope you think about those animals the next time you walk into someone's house, a bar, or a restaurant. Thank you.